Hey kids, welcome back to the stream. My name is John Bartman, I'm a music composer, and let's cut it there. Today I'm going to continue working on the general score for the game that I'm scoring. I've been working on character themes for the last couple of weeks, and now we've moved into more moments for the storyline and the cutscenes and that kind of thing. Specifically, these moments over here. So I'm going to just zoom into the whiteboard as I do, show you what the brief is for the day. Let's get on the same page here. Hope you got a good weekend planned ahead of you. If you're interested in chatting a bit while I do my work, I'd gladly welcome drop a comment in the chat. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know how you're doing, and I'll keep the conversation going while I'm doing all this music stuff. Okay, kids, so yesterday we were working on tension and suspense, as well as the chase, and I've already got feedback from David. He's very good with that, very quick, so feedback on what he liked about it and what we can do differently, and also added a couple of these location. I'm not sure if location music is the same as arrival music, but either way we've got a couple of options, and today what I'm going to do is flesh out two of the pieces, both of them jazz-based piano pieces, for location 1 and 2, whatever they end up becoming. So I'll just get rid of that for a bit, and let's start out heading over here and making a marker for location. Okay. If you're new to the channel, you're wondering what this is about, I typically make music templates, and Ableton, today we're doing things a bit differently again, so it's working on a commission in Reaper. But if you're into Ableton and you're a music producer and you want to start with something other than a blank page, go and download the free stuff. There's a link in the channel description. And if you're interested in finding out what's on offer at Patreon, head over to my Patreon, also a link in the description. And there's a growing number of these music templates, which are very portable. No missing VSTs, no missing samples, no dependencies. Just easy to drag in to your door and start tinkering around with it. Copyright free. You can use the music for your own for videos and productions. And all of the music I make, the actual tracks I release, not the templates, but the master tracks, those are all available basically for nothing. And you can get those at through the downloads or on Free Music Archive. Either way, let me know what you use them for. I'm always enjoy figuring out where the music goes, and yeah, thanks for stopping by. Cool. So let's get into a musical mindset here. Just feeling it out. Okay. Now I've got references for today's work, and the references are actually one of my previous streams. So I am now going to play myself and listen to it. You can't really hear this, but I can just give you a sense of what's going on here. I'm playing a jazz melody, an improvised jazz melody, and I'm going to just flesh that out into a piece right now. It's very weird, very meta way of composing. You know, like, okay. Cool, so that's a 1-2-5. What I mean by 1-2-5 is I've got in the key of E flat, we're going to go from E flat to F minor to B7. So so I'll noodle around with that. Let's get some demos down here. And I usually switch off the mic when I play so that you don't hear the key sounds. Hey, David, nice to see you again. What's happening, dude? Cool, I agree. This is the best show on YouTube by far. I'm having the best time making it, so yeah, shot for showing up. Thanks for the feedback yesterday. I'm going to implement it right now. That's what we're doing today. David has just stopped by in the chat. David is my collaborator and game master, client, and probably friend. And we're gonna, he's just stopping by to encourage me and steer the musical output for this game. Okay, I've got to end it on that minor like that. I'm going to turn this up a bit. Feeling like a little bit, there we go, that sounds better. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. Screwed up the ending a little bit, but whatever. Okay, let's take that all over to there, and just do a punch and record over here, just to tidy up let's tidy up the ending a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, tidy up there. Let's do something like that, yeah. Oops, so punch and record. No, incorrect. We just got to set that to punch and record. Nah, almost there. Almost there. There we go, like that. I keep hitting the wrong left hand. I can get it now. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, that's filthy. I like it. See, so in jazz you hit these wrong notes and it actually sound like dissonant and pleasant. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, let's just be clear on the melody here, because if we're going to have a melody, I prefer it where it doesn't actually stay high. Okay, that's not clear. That sounds. And let's get the 7th up there, make it nice and obvious what's going on. So. How about we do one of these? Okay, so I'm going to do one of those. Cool, just give me a couple of bars here. Good, it's supposed to go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yep, not that one. And just one hold note at the end there, like that. Cool. Velocity's up, and take it back a couple bars. Let's give it a listen. Then I think I should actually add in that high note. Okay. Wrong one. It's going to sound great with the guitar. Let's get rid of that bum note over there. Cool. Alright, let's take our overall velocity down. Just give that a little bit less presence, which is fine. Should be a E flat there, I think. That's it. Cool. Okay, and we've got this very important little upbeat measure over here. So actually where I've started location should be a bar back. Cool, so we're flashing together a little fast jazz piece for the point and click adventure game that I'm scoring. And I've got a strong idea of where to take this as a demo, and we've got sign off basically from David, who wants it a certain way, which is great, and I totally agree. So let's go in this direction. Just listening out for fine-tuned stuff. Cool. It's a bit swung there, and this should be. Okay, so we're getting there. I know it's like MIDI editing like this is not very exciting, but anyway, cool. And then it's easy to add drums and bass and all of that to that. So let's just keep that as, let's keep that as a little bit of bass. Let's get a little bit of bass in there right now. I am going to use, not that one, this one here. So this one should come out of retirement and be bass upright, double bass, and we've got a visual for that. Looks something like this. Upright bass, Native Instruments, Factory Library 4. So I'm going to be using this to just get some that kind of sound going over the top of this. 3, 4, 1. We've got a very short release time, should I say. It should actually just so you got the option here to decide how long it stays on for, how long the note continues for. Oh, there's a noise knob, that's quite cool. So this might be a problem because I don't necessarily want it to be just quarter notes or eighth notes. I want it to sometimes have options. So there you go. What you do now is you just set it to bar. How about turn solo off? Oh, that'll work, yeah. So now it'll just, as long as I hold it down, it'll play. So I have to turn off that stop value there. Okay. There's a little bit of an extra time measure there, so let's get a nice loop going here. Click in there. Something simple. Yeah, very cool bass. I like your little emoji there, David. Yeah, very smiley. Okay, so here we go. It's throwing me off a little bit. Take the distortion tone down. The wah, definitely not. compressor could work. A bit of reverb. Nope, that's way too much. Let's just get into a small room. Yeah, club or a chamber even, room. We'll do mixing later, but... Okay, so that is definitely a problem. We'll have to edit the velocity. For now, I'm just going to have to deal with it. Oh yeah. Coming up with a part, that we can use. I'm going to hit record and do a couple of takes now. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not going to work. Some moments in there, but generally speaking, not really what I'm going for. Okay, here we go. Take it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's just fun. As long as it doesn't stand out too much. Okay, not bad. We're getting there, and we'll make them straight up. Pretty much a little bit of velocity, discrepancies in the velocity, but not too much. We don't want dead notes. We don't want like fretboard buzz notes either. So if you want me to make that sound again, I will. That's how it sounds. Okay, one little piece at a time. We're going to get this thing together. Writing some jazz. Nothing wrong with that. That note there is not quite right. Even though it is the right quote note, it doesn't land right. Maybe a color note. That's it, yeah. That's it. We're going to use all your sound effects. Oh, so you mean claw. Cool. That's fine by me. Yeah, let's get some sound effects in there. The other famous one, of course, that I've made famous via this stream, I mean, we got 10 viewers when I did this, is this. And that is mandatory in all walks of life. Okay, so we can hear little bits and pieces of the notes not overlapping, whatever the opposite of overlapping is. Yeah. Music producer's secret licensed tempo up trademark FX. Yeah, that's right. When the AIs come, I think I'll be first in line to be replaced. Although it may be that saves me, when the Gestapo is asking me why I should be spared, I'll just go, I'll put on those shades, actually, I'll just put on a pair of sunglasses and go, and they'll be like, oh, put this guy in, don't put this guy in the truck. Okay, so the end part has to kind of dovetail. I don't want it to just go walking bass. Something like that. Something like really hot. Let's make sure we're on tempo record. Okay, there we go. It almost sounds a little bit like that what I just played now. So played a bit of a B flat just to end off this section, which is an E, so it's the dominant. Okay, let's do the first two in the lower octave and the last two in the higher octaves. I think we gotta hold down. There we go. Cool. We've got a little bit of cut off, which is not ideal. So I'm going to try. Oops, that's also not ideal. What I just did. I'm going to try and lengthen all these notes just to create overlap, because when we're on solo mode here in this instrument, it's only going to play one note at a time, and that's an advantage. prevents me. That's nice, I like this. Okay, and also this F over here, we can replace that with an F and then an octave higher, so up like that. A little bit of a pause there, that's nice. Oh, that's not right. Maybe let's start it up there. Okay, because this is a straight bass line, because this is being played as a walking bass line, there's no swing to it, which is an advantage, because now what we can do is quantize it. And I'm going to do that quantize to, say, 90%, just to get a little bit of color to it. And I think we should be able to see. Let's hear it out. One, two, three. We should actually quantize this to an 8. It's going to make it even straighter. So now you can hear the piano is actually slightly out, but it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's got to sound like an ensemble. Just looking for bum notes. Okay, so I also got to correct the pops. I'm hearing pops on these B flats over here. What if we did this? I wonder why that is. Ah. Ding. I think I know why. It's a weird thing, but let's try it again here. It's cutting it off mid-sample, that's why. So this might be a bit tricky to implement. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Let's focus on this last part. Just get this looping. Okay, I've got a problem here. This last part is cutting off mid-sample. Let's just try. My first approach is just going to be re-record, see what I can get out of it if I tap on. Okay. No pops. What if I took it down an octave? Pops. Alright, so to get around this creatively, I'm just going to literally play it in a high octave. Okay. And then we'll quantize those with the rest. So let's hear how this whole thing sounds again. It should be quantized. If you're wondering what quantized means, it means rounding the note's time value to whatever value you set. So it takes irregular time, it takes scrappy timing and makes it straight. So most dance music is like quantized 100%, and then stuff like live recordings and ensembles, it's impossible to actually play it quantized. That's why we have this electronic technique called quantization, which takes, for example, if something's played a little bit, like a couple milliseconds before or after the hard beat, then it will snap it to that value. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dragging a bit here. Okay. I've got an idea. Then down to the B flat here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. Oh, there is no B flat lower sample. How about we take it up an octave, so just up like this. Do, do, do. Do, do. Okay. Okay. Sounds a little bit odd with this stuff at the end, but that's fine. Let's not get lost in the details. So here we go. Cool. We've got bass kids. I believe that's fine for now. So let's move on to the next layer in this cake, which is going to be some drums. Now, fortunately, drums are quite easy to generate. And I say that because what we have here on the right is Abbey Road early drum kit. And I could play, you know, a nice groove, but I'm actually just going to try and find a swing rhythm because they've got libraries of grooves. Let's open them up over here. Cool. So definitely there's a category called jazz, we've got a swing, and it's even categorized by tempo. So I'm going to start by using one of these guys here. Triplets, no. Jazz, 170 BPM, Baker, cool. Bogan, Benson, they've got all these different jazz artists who are, got full-on drum kits. So let's just see what we got here. Gypsy, waltz, ballad. Baker is slow jazz. That's Chet Baker. Very cool jazz. I'm struggling to find actual grooves. Let's just drag one of those in there. Here it is. You can double click that and then drag it from there to there. Let's try that out. Wrong one. See, there we go. So this here is a groove, and it's formulated by the instrument manufacturer itself. So there's, you know, it's obviously going to sound pretty good. Let us do ourselves a favor here. I'm going to do 4-bar repetitions, and I'll do some MIDI editing on each 4-bar repetition. The reason I do 4-bar and not just use it as it is with like a 1-bar loop is because it'll start to sound really, really repetitive and generic unless we do give it some humanity. So that's what we're going to do now. Cool. So looping that, and let's hear what it sounds like with a little bit of swing. Should we take the velocities up? Cool. So now we're talking about like small room jazz club. It's right up there. It's sounding good already. Down a bit. I feel like we should take these drums up a slight bit. I'm going to do that with velocity. There we go. Also, piano is coming through a bit hot, so let's take the piano down. Alright, so as you can see, putting together some jazz sounding music. Doesn't have to be complicated. Thoroughly enjoying it. If you're watching the stream or you just tuned in, my name's John Bartman. I'm a composer here in Cape Town. Like everybody else, I'm a composer. And I release template packs online, so if you're into Ableton and Reaper and you don't want to start from scratch, you can check out the link in the description for the free stuff. And keep an eye on my Patreon page because I'm constantly adding new stuff, which makes it really easy as a producer to just get going, dragging in these portable, self-contained template files for Ableton into your project, seeing how other musicians and other composers do their work. I've been producing music online, using programs, like computers for about 18 years. So I hope some of that experience comes through in the product that I'm selling, and I really, really appreciate any input, any sales and input from my patrons. It helps me grow this channel and generate more good stuff for you guys. So share the love, subscribe, like, comment, and show up. I'm doing streams every day, every weekday, 2 p.m. UTC. I'm really getting into this vibe. I feel like I could do the promotional stuff like this. Hey, I'm gonna have to work on a jazzy promotional sales pitch. Like, do you like cheese as much as this 40-year-old guy? Do you like cheese with your burgers? Do you like some elevator cheese? Would you like a bit of feta? That is feta. That is pure. I'm gonna have to start a thing, like where you want to start a saying. That is feta. Dad jokes. Okay. Just those hits at the end, those bass hits, just need a little bit of love because I'm hearing quantization. Because my ears sometimes just know when it has been done manually and when it's been done by a computer. So there we go. It drags a little bit, so that's got the real human feel. This is going to be a really human feeling score. Human feeling score. Cool. Alright, I think that's fine as a demo. Let's keep going. So that was location 1, which was one of the briefs. I'm going to call this next one location 2, unsurprisingly. Cool. So on with this. Location 1 was, the reference for location 1 was actually, well, for the reference for location 2 was Fly Me to the Moon. So let's just make notes over here, so I'll just keep you abreast of what I'm doing. Location 1 is what we've been working on now, and the reference is the video at 104:45 seconds, and location 2, which is, I'm going to call it this one, is actually Come Fly With Me. That's what I was playing. So the question was, I think David earlier you asked, is this my own stuff? Are you just improvising or are you playing standards? Both. One of the tunes you heard was Come Fly With Me. Frank Sinatra made that famous, and the other two were improvisations on the fly. So I'm going to work with location 2 being the one that we're going to turn to now. Okay, and this is just one of these 1625 jobs. So what I'm listening to now is, okay, 165, and then it goes up a minor third. Got it. Okay, so that's fine. Location 2 is Come Fly With Me, and location 3, I think what we must do, dude, is just actually remove location 2. Remove Come Fly With Me. If I do a sound alike, it'll sound a bit too similar. I think I can disguise it, but let's focus on what we're able to use without it sounding like it's a total rip-off or just straight up cover. So we're just going to have 2 locations, and the other one was, what we looked at here was a 1625 ending in a modulation upper minor third. So I'll just explain what that means. Let's make it a little bit easier. I'm going to do it in C. And then enough. Last time. Yeah. It sounds like very jarring. We don't have to go down a minor third, we can go up a major third maybe. So here we go, let's try it again, up a major third, so one of these. Last time, no, 2 more. Nah, doing too fast. Okay, I already had a cool idea now. Okay, good. Well, how about this then? So we'll start it in... So with the implementation of this, if you're online and you're able to respond, it will make a difference. I are you using middleware, so something like Fmod or Wise, to get this music into the game? If so, I haven't experimented with that, but it's my next step. Question is this: can you begin an audio file and then set a loop start point after a few seconds of it playing, and then continue to the end of the file and then begin, but instead of beginning from the beginning of the file, you begin from the loop start point. You know what I mean? So it plays back from the beginning of the file only for the first time, and then everything. Okay, cool. That's brilliant. That's what I need to know, because then what we can do is, like, for a cutscene or for a moment, we introduce it with like a nice intro flourish. So I'm thinking, is that like... And then that's the only time you hear that. And then the loop begins and we do this. So how's that for an idea? And I can script that into this over here and set the marker and all of that. Yeah, I'm sure that's possible. I mean, this is game audio, right? It's state of the art, you know. Actually, kind of the game audio industry, I think, rivals or even overtakes the sort of blockbuster A-list Hollywood film industry. Ah, man. That was the world's best sip of water. Forget how thirsty I get. Looks like I got a space error over here. I wonder what's going on over there. I think it's recording stuff to the wrong area, to the wrong location on my drive, because this should not be on my most space-strapped drive. 64 megs out of 110 gigs free. Cool, kids. I think I'm going to have to... Let me push it a bit. I'll keep saving this, but let's see how far we can push this in. Okay, so let's go with that then. So, hydrate up, for sure. And then we can actually do one of these. Wait, I need my sustain pedal. Where is it? It's at my foot. Ta-da! Cool. Gee, it's so helpful having you here on the stream, because it's you know, it gives you, you know, there's no time delay. It's synchronous. You can have answers immediately, which will save you time. Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe a fifth, like it. No, not the fifths. That's it. 6. Okay, good. I think I'm gonna have to. I'm not quite there with the fingering yet, so. Oh, cool. Location 2. Let's get this going. Good. Nope. Up here we should have marker going forward. Skip to it. Okay, recording is happening now. 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, got something there. Want to do a quantize on that? Not an eighth, please. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's a 16th. Keep it a little bit loose. I seldom quantize things to 100%. I'll only use it really when it's supposed to be like intentionally computer sounding, like the theme to the score to the Lego movie, where everything's like literally as blocky as the world they live in. Cool, and I've just got a slight bit of a little bit of a delay there in hitting that note, but there we go, good. Cool, so let us continue with this. What we are doing is I don't need the drums anymore. Don't need any of that anymore. Cool. Cool, and then let's just get one of these guys in here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, repeat. 2 mistakes, fine, no problem to fix. Let's do it. It's very, very gentle. Playing with restraint. Not as easy as it sounds, huh? Very nice. Nice, that's the word. Very nice. Strolling the decks of the liner. I can picture it, yes. No, that's not the right one to delete. Good. Great. Take that down to G so it announces the coming change. And then these guys have also got to be... Let's take it from here and just... Hit the last note by mistake. Should just do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I'm going for. Great. Yeah, very pleasant. Okay, I do have a little bit of quantizing to do, so see how it sounds? See, that's going to be too straight. We need to swing. There we go. Amazing how you got that tool for just like swing strength, you know. I've just realized that I've turned my chat box off, so I'm going to turn that on. That's the wrong one. Okay, got to figure that out. Okay, be nice to have the chat on the screen. There we start again here. So normally your jazz standard is the format it follows is AABA, which means if you've got a section in the first section you play twice, and then you play the second section, and you play the first section one more time, and that's it. This one I think we're just going to go AAB, because otherwise it starts to feel, and this is true of like even when we play live, and that sometimes the last A followed by the next 2 A's to start the loop again, that creates this like 3 A's in a row. It's a bit too much, so sometimes you just skip off the last A. Cool. All right, getting there, guys, getting there. Once again, very simple effort required. We'll get some bass in here. Let's just do a 1 take. It's fine. It shouldn't take too long. 1, 2. Let's just get some tunes out there. 3. getting so into it I wasn't paying attention. Let's do the last bar over here. Punch in record, punch out record, and take it from here. Sounds a bit naff to me. Problem is if I play it like that, 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I think just double. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fix that little last part over there. What's a good little turnaround part, jazz-wise? Take it from here, punch in record, punch out, and go back a couple bars to there. Just one bar. Missing it. One of these. There we go. Now it's done that thing again where it records over the existing part, because I want it to be this one here. Record over dub MIDI, replace, do not do that. Record MIDI, replace. Let's just replace, yeah, that's it. No, punch in, yes. Let me start again. That's just that last little lick. Okay, cool, kids, that's it. We made some progress today. I think that'll be okay in the big picture. I think it's going to be fine. Let's just do one 4-bar sequence repeated over there. And these two up here. And then just group that whole thing. Group both. Now I'm going to have to do a little bit of editing on the bass because we've got this silly little... The decay time isn't actually very accurate. It sounds like a sample getting cut off mid-sample, which is obviously not what you want. So let us work on that. I think next time I'm going to figure that out. Might have to use a separate bass. This one is a bit old, and I know there are better ones. I'm just trying to think where I might have stored one. If I check in my library, it'll almost certainly be a contact instrument. So let's get contact up. And see what we got in the old browser. It's not Abbey Road, not Butch Figs, Cinebrass, no Cloud Supply. Cuba might have a bass that works. Let's try that. Drum Lab, Evolve, Forzo, India, Kinetic Metal, Lo-Fi Glow, none of these. Play Series Selection, no, that's that one, don't have that. Retro Machines, this MM bass is a keyboard instrument. Session strings. I don't know if they've got pizzicato for a single bass. Maybe I should look into that. And we don't have string solo here. We've got everything except string solo. So it looks like, yeah, it's going to have to be either Cuba bass or we figure out where to find another one. Cool. Let's hear how Cuba bass sounds, just out of interest. I'm going to just real quick stick Cuba here. I call it bass Cuba, double bass in other words. And this instrument sends to the pre-master and not the master. Play it out. Nothing going out there because I haven't actually selected the bass articulation. So cool. Piecing together the score a little bit at a time. It's been real cool. Nice learning curve for some of the stuff. Where on earth is this? All these samples? Instrument, bass, MIDI channel 1, triggering. Is it routing? I'm sending it to reference instead of pre-master. Cool. There's a different option for a bass. Let's just turn off all the... Sounds a bit more authentic, to be honest. Let's see what happens if we now take that bass sound that we just recorded and copy it over to bass Cuba and mute the previous upright. Looks like I've got it in the wrong start point. Much better. Cool, so that's a solution right over there. The problem I was facing was this bass, which doesn't look very good. Sorry, here it is. Just that is being replaced, I think, by this Cuba bass, because we've got options here that we haven't had before, including mixing options. You can't hear much difference in, probably on the stream, but these different mixing options are here are going to give us... Yeah, it's got a little bit of, you can hear a little bit of finger work and fret work. This is definitely an improvement. Maybe I should replace all the bass parts with this. And this is the joy of getting the music and prioritizing the music, is that you're able to switch out the instruments once you found a part. In other words, the music itself doesn't depend on the sound of whatever software library you're using. It depends on the musical structure. If you went to school for music, which I didn't, you'd be able to write it out, with music notation, and then another player could play it with a completely separate instrument on the other side of the world, and that transmutability is what I define as good music. Is music that is able to be transformed across different times, places, and instruments, and that's why arguably the best music is the stuff that's the oldest, because it's stuck around. And we draw from it. It's like folk music. So that's the whole lecture. Thanks for showing up to my dad lecture. Oh, here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this guy over there. Cool, kids. We made a lot of progress today. I'm super happy. I feel like I'm picking up steam on this project now, and getting encouragement from you, David. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. I know you probably think I'm a total rock star, but I'm really busking here. Not everyone's instantly as happy as you are in terms of paying work, so I appreciate it. I'm going to keep on refining the score. This is, as far as I'm concerned, this is what I'm doing for 1 hour a day until we can get through this full-on list of character themes, musical moments, that kind of thing. And then we'll start the process of making it even better and better, and bringing this game to life, making people play the game and go, this is so cool, this is so cute, this is so consolidated. The feeling is there, the intention to create something, it pops, if you know what I mean, it pops. So it's got to have its own very clearly defined identity, I guess that's the vibe, yeah. Cool. Anyway, that's it for now, dudes. Thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, or if you're just dropping in at some point, I'm making music templates. Today's work is a commission, but check the link in the description for the free stuff. And I do show up here weekdays, 2 p.m. UTC. So a bit of morning streaming if you're in the States. And if you want to become a patron at my Patreon page, then I promise I will get that right. The link in the description. Check out what I'm putting out. Not just old jazz music like this, a lot of other very different styles, which might give you a bit of insight into how to better compose, or just a different angle on your own music production journey. So here for you guys. If you have any questions or anything, you're welcome to drop me a chat. I respond to like every single YouTube comment that isn't spam. And so thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I will be back Monday. I've started scheduling the streams, so you should be able to see them and probably bookmark them and get notified. So if you feel like doing me a solid, go and check out my scheduled streams and get notified when I start, and I'll keep showing up. Cool dudes, thanks a lot. Wish me good luck and sales for this weekend. There's normally a little spike on Fridays and Saturdays. People buy and download packs from me, so wish me luck for that. And I'll catch you guys next week. Have a really awesome weekend. Take it easy.